The Bounce House, and it's easy to see why they call it that. Home of the Knights of UCF. What do you think about that? And this crowd is ready for a big one. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team. And
the Iowa
21.
will take over first and 10.
First down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's good. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody.
And he intercepts it. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Finds a crease at the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already thrown one reception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ashley. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Running back searching for a hole. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fires downfield. Fires it incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got him this time. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. First down to start the drive after the break. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And that ball is picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Stokes. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he'll fire. That's caught. It's Ashley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the tailback. Turns it on in midfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Makes the grab, and he makes a completion. They're set up and in business at the 20.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. With the catch, it's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots and make those big plays.
Looking for space. It's Baxter. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Brown will throw it. Finds his big tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Runs through a tackle. Now improvising. Throws to the back. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback there. He was able to somehow escape the sack and escape the negative play, but nobody opened downfield. The end results in incompletion.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds him out of the backfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Brown wants to pass. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the #1 thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They're trying to get to it. They were trying to set up the screen, and they almost threw the thing away. They're lucky it's 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Brings it in down the left side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Knights! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. I mean, you got that guy, and you put him in the slot, and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety. That's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away in the opening play of the 3rd quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Brown will throw it. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
This offense has a second down play. Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
A big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Another incompletion on third down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
That last completion sets them up on second down. Give to the running back. Discards a man. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Makes the grab. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Fighting off the defender.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On second down, just keeps firing. Quickly to the tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Brown wants to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
The give to the back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd.
UCF 10, Iowa 7.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a crease to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all day.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly, black 24.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia Tech is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost feels like they were ready the moment they arrived at the stadium. They're up by 21 over North Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quarterback checking off. Brown will throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, UCF! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Getting some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team.
He'll take the deep shot. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Iowa! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
UCF 17.
Fair catch called for and made. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Brown wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ashley. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Ashley. Touchdown Knights! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Uncorks it. Complete to the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Lets it fly. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Coming after it. Takes a hit as he fires. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.